Welcome to Reading with Kermie, Cursor aka Kermie. Good afternoon, or early evening I should say. Just thought I'd do this video before I get picked up. It's my sister's birthday tomorrow and we are celebrating tonight. Me and a couple of friends are picking up her from work and gonna take her out to dinner. So that would be fun. Just decorated the living room with a couple of happy birthday banners and scattered balloons for her to come home and see. Should be good. Yeah, now, welcome to Reading with Kermie. Today, we are on Don't Stress the Small Stuff, It's Just Small Stuff. And this book is with the family. So this is book 2 of the trilogy. So luckily, when we're done with this one, which we're a little over halfway done, there'll be another one afterwards. So, Reading with Kermie will continue. So, this chapter is 56. And it is titled, Schedule Time for Kindness. I like it. Admittedly, when I first thought of this strategy a few years ago, I initially discounted it as being somewhat shallow. After all, I thought, if I'm a kind person, why in the world would I have to schedule time for kindness? However, I gave it a try, and much to my surprise, it has turned out to be extremely helpful in making me a kinder and more gentler person. Essentially, the idea evolved out of my observation that it's so easy to get caught up in my own little world that I can sometimes forget to slow down enough to practice the acts of kindness that I truly want to be a regular part of my life. I dig it. Obviously, the goal for many of us is to be kind all or at least most of its time. This strategy is not in conflict with the goal. It's a reinforcement of it. I've discovered that when I actually schedule time in my calendar for kindness, there is a natural and effortless flow into the rest of my life. In other words, when I actually set aside time to be kind, it's easier for kindness to permeate the rest of my life. The way this strategy works is really quite simple. You look at your calendar and set aside a little time on a regular basis, 10 minutes, 30 minutes, an hour, whatever you want, and you stick to it. Like any other important scheduled appointment, during this time you drop everything else you are doing and give this time of kindness your undivided attention. This scheduled time for kindness is reserved for doing something, anything, thoughtful for someone else. Sometimes I use this time to write a heartfelt letter to someone I love or appreciate, write a check to charity, or make a phone call to someone for no other reason than to say I love you. Other times I reflect on ways I can contribute to society in more effective ways, or think of ways in which I might contribute in a positive way to someone else's life, or I'll plan an event or plan to attend one, a food drive, a litter pickup, an AIDS walk, or something else. A protest. Psych. Just kidding. Or I'll simply close my eyes and think good thoughts for other people. What you do is absolutely up to you. There is no right or wrong way to practice this strategy. The only thing that's important here is that your intentions are loving. This strategy has proven very powerful. Excuse me. Should have brought a drink out here. This strategy has proven very powerful and effective in my life. It helps keep me centered on track with my own stated goals. My hope is that kindness be very close to the top of my priority list. Not only up my words and intentions, but back up by my actions as well. This exercise keeps me constantly reminded of this goal. It's a time for me to reflect on whether or not I'm moving in the right direction in this area of my life, and if not, it offers me an opportunity to make some simple adjustments. I think you'll be pleasantly surprised if you give this simple idea a try. It will encourage kindness and love in aspects of your life. Ooh, that's a good reading. Even us kind people need to have reminders like that. You know, I consider myself a very kind person in life because that's how I want to be treated. So I treat myself with kindness, and then I spread that. And this is a great reminder to take that time to be kind, you know. Set aside some time, like the book shared, and heartfelt letter. Like I just decorated our living room with balloons and banners. So that only takes a few minutes to do something and think outside of yourself for a moment. And I do that all the time. And like I said, that chapter was a great reminder to keep doing the next right thing, you know. And the next right thing to me is be kind not only to myself, but to everybody in my life, because that's, of course, like I said, how I want to be treated in life. And it doesn't happen with everybody, of course. They're not on your same level of kindness or compassion or whatever, and that happens in life. That's the yin and yang and everything. That also brings me to another topic, how we can react to that. And that's just, sometimes you just take that breath and be kind anyway, because today I don't want anybody else to change who I am like I have in the past. And several times in the past, many times in the past 3 years, I let that dictate my life. And I mean, I let other people dictate my life, and that's no way I want to live. I want to live my life trying to figure me out. And yeah, hope you guys got something out of that little message. And let's see, what was I going to say? You might have watched my Kermie karaoke this after a little while ago, and heard that I was all sleep deprived and woke up grumpy and yelled and screamed, even cried a little bit. But last night was the first night in a long time I didn't have marijuana, and I'm giving myself that self-experiment. Of course, I kind of knew the first night was going to be rough, because there's been plenty of nights in my life, yeah, I gave that up. But I was up until like after 4 in the morning, just laying and tossing and turning. It really showed me how physically addicted I am to marijuana. I've been smoking off and on since I was, 16? So a lot of years, and just giving myself this little self-experiment. Like I said, I was okay with staying up past 4, because I knew, since I'm not working right now, it's during lockdown, I could sleep in. But here about 8:30 I woke up to the phone ringing. My sister calls me and says she's waiting for a package. Should be knocking on the door soon. So I wake up, you know, I have to get the package, of course, and try to lay back down and go back to sleep. But I laid there for probably about 3 hours. I don't even know how much of a nap I got, but like I said, I'm doing that self-experiment, and maybe that's the way I can be kind to myself. See what works for me. You know, like I said, I smoked it so much for not only my disability, but my pain and sleep and anxiety, and, you know, you name it. I use it medically for all that, but I want to see how much I actually do need it, or how much I'm actually addicted to it, you know. I'm tired of playing around, going back and forth with things, and this is one of those things I've gone back and forth with for years. So, please send your light and love energy my way. Please do this. It's maybe because I'm just so tired and emotional about it, but it's huge for me. This is like shared in my Kermie karaoke video. This could be one of the biggest challenges I have ever faced. I've gone through drug addiction, almost 2 years clean, Monday actually, but marijuana thing, I want to know how much of it I need as a medicine, and how much I actually just have it, you know what I mean? So pray for me, do whatever you got to do. I appreciate it, and I love you guys, and should be getting picked up real soon for my sister's birthday dinner. So I love you guys. Remember that, one finger up, one hand on the heart, one love. Love you guys.